Hello, and welcome back to XP Waste, where my fencing saber looks exactly like a Garazi rapier, but instead of stabbing, I use it for slashing. Hi, I'm Oxie.
And I'm Michael. If this is your first time ever tuning into XP Ways podcast, we want to thank you for choosing us so we can fill your ear holes. I'm gonna keep saying it. This is what you get when you listen to XP Waste. Anyway, we are Michael and Oxie, as we said at the top of the episode. We talk about RuneScape and equivalent knowledge that we may or may not have. I guess. I don't know. If you're not new, welcome back.
If you're not new, you'll understand why that was so botched.
That's so bad.
It's okay. It's okay. You know what? I think that's a very genuine representation of who we are, both as players and as podcasters.
The problem with that, like introducing us, is I try to make it different every single time, but it just so happens that in me trying to make it unique, it just comes out like literal poop. I'm sorry I filled your ear holes with poop. I'm so sorry.
Stop with the ear hole. Oh my god.
Ear canals? You want to say ear canal? Okay, I'm sorry. Episode 30. I wanted to do something special and talk about episode 30 real quick. This is our 30th episode, as I just said, and I'll be turning 30 years old next year. And when you turn 30, you kind of have to like mourn your 20s. Like you're stepping into a new era of your life. So I just wanted to take a moment and have a moment of silence for our 20s and pay homage to all the episodes we had last week. Thank you. Now, moving on. 30 is the new 20, as they say. So we're going to thrive in our 30s, aren't we, Oxie?
Michael's going through a crisis right now.
I did not prepare Oxie for that at all, guys. I'm sorry.
He literally said nothing about that. I'm like, oh, do we have something special planned? And then, nope, just a moment of silence. All right, well, now that that's out of the way.
Yeah, now that that's out of the way. How are you, Oxie?
So remember how... I'm good. It's been a very, very, very busy week for me. I've been doing a lot of shit. I got 90 prayer. I've been up in my Zulrah KCs. I got 81 rune crafting. Didn't touch agility, even though that's a stretch goal I had. And I, honest to God, I feel like I haven't gotten any closer to 99 mage or defense. I've been like chipping away at it, but
yeah,
I kept getting shit slayer tasks that were like just bosses. And bossing is horrible XP. But the biggest thing that's happened to me this week in-game, it happened last night. You may or may not have been online for it. I finally finished the hard combat achievement diaries yesterday.
Nice.
I went to Kriara with Jesse, and we barely got enough kills. I mean, like, we were so low on food. Like, I think he and I were both one shot away from dying when I got my last kill. And then we kind of just used whatever bones we got to start the next one. And then...
Wow. Yeah,
he actually had to teleport out in the last kill. And the Kree only had like 8 hit points left by the time he left, but so I was able to kill it. Yeah, what is this guy? Dude. Oh my god, somebody is attacking. What? Oh, it's a Brassican mage. Sorry, I'm at the rune crafting altar right now because I need blood runes for my stang staff, and I just saw a shitload of damage pop up. I'm like, right. What is happening? This dude claw spec'd Brassican mage. I got real concerned for a second. I'm like, am I in a dead man mode server?
You gotta throw out the GL King every time you see somebody doing a clue scroll at the quarry.
Honestly, I wish I would have because he literally just teleported away.
Dang it.
But
next time.
Speaking of dead man, we'll get into that later. But more importantly, Michael, what is today? Why is today so important? Why was I up early to make breakfast and shower and get all ready to go, as you say? What's today?
Today is the start of TNL Bingo.
Let's get ready for bingo! Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my god.
Oxie's so excited. He forgot to ask me how my week was.
Michael, how's your week been? I'm so excited. I forgot to even ask.
Come on,
I just want
bro.
we just want to talk about bingo. Michael, tell me about your week.
I got 98 rune crafting.
All the info you want.
Yeah.
98 rune crafting.
I got 98 rune crafting, and I've been allowed to leave the quarry for 8 days so I can play in bingo. I've been given permission by the Lord Arceus himself, and I'm actually like I'm really torn because I'm sad and I'm happy and I'm excited, but I'm also like I could have 99 rune crafting this week. So Bingo's hype, but 99 rune crafting is also hype because it's literally the only thing I've done in this game since August 13th. I went back and I looked. I've been rune crafting since August 13th. Every time I log into this game, I think with the exception of like 2 raids. I've done 2 raids in over a month, and I just want to be done. But I won't be done until start of October. But I will be done, mind you, before Group Ironman comes out, which we may or may not get into that, just depending on how we feel, if we want to be kind of salty. I more so me. I have opinions on this. But let's talk bingo.
We can touch on it a little bit.
Yeah,
all right.
let's talk
so
bingo.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal with this episode. Bingo starts in approximately 1 hour and 10 minutes for Michael and I. So Michael and I have said that we need to end this recording by 12:55. Mm-hmm. So remember how normally we're like, oh, it's going to be a short episode and it's 2 hours long? This is actually going to be a short episode because Michael and I are too hype to play bingo.
I'd be surprised if it like actually hits an hour. It may hit an hour because we have like an hour to record. So if we just don't diddy daddle, we just get straight to the point.
And you know us, always straight to the point all the time. We never get off on tangents ever. That's kind of our brand. We're so good at that.
Do you want to talk about the first board? Since
I do. I'd love to talk about the first board. So here's the beautiful part of this right now, right? We are in the recording booth chat in our Discord. Very few people have access to it because of their Patreon rewards. We'll get to you guys later in the shout outs, but you guys are all amazing. And by the time this episode comes out, 2 of our boards have already been revealed. So Michael and I are just going to throw caution to the wind and just talk about whatever the hell we want for this week. I am so excited for these boards. I think the first one's probably our easiest. So we can chuck a picture of the first board up on screen right now for the YouTube people. The tile I think I'm most excited to do myself. Funny enough, I really want to see if I can get a sub 30-minute Jad kill.
Oh, right.
So one of the first tiles is a sub 40-minute fire cape.
Didn't we have that at sub 30 or 35 to begin with? And we're like,
we had it at sub 35, and then we'll like, I could be, but we looked over some of the stats of the people who were in the clan and could possibly join, and we're like, some of these people don't even have capes yet. Like, we're not going to make like a sub. We're not going to put like a sub, because I think my first suggestion was like sub 32 minutes, and Scape was like, this seems a bit fast, don't you think? I'm like, if I can do it, anybody can. And that's not true. That's not true. So sub 40, we think that's fair for people who have capes to try for that time.
I have a T-bow now, so I might be able to do that one. I'm excited.
I actually want to see you get that tile done because I want to watch you speed run the fight games. Not that you won't be able to do it. I just want to watch you do it.
Am I just gonna have to carry the whole team on all of these? Because I want to do all of these. I don't want to do any of the easy ones. Any of the 1-pointers, I'm like, guys, you've got it. Take it away. But I definitely want to try my hand at Cerberus this week or in the next 48 hours. And I was really, really trying to get a Cerberus task before bingo started. Kind of like just have it in the back pocket. But I did Slayer all last night and got nothing good. So I guess I have to be like the rest of us and just get it during bingo. But the one I am excited to try out first is the God Wars Dungeon Hilt. And then couple that with the God Wars Dungeon Weapon.
Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do for that. I know I talked to you about it a little bit beforehand. This whole week, because Michael revealed the middle tile first. Michael was like, oh, free tile, and it was the God Wars Dungeon Hilt, which is the middle tile. It's the only 3-point tile on this first board. And all week, people have been like, oh, shit, we're going to go to Bandos. Oh, shit, we're going to go to Bandos. It's going to be so much fun. All week. And then Michael and I have been sitting there gritting our teeth like this because there's another tile on the board right adjacent to it that's any God Wars Dungeon weapon, which are only dropped from Krill and Sarah.
Yep.
So in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go to Bandos. And everyone on my team who's been saying that is like, you mother are going to come to Zammy with me and you're going to like it.
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to suggest. I can't talk about it until the next maybe like hour or so, like what the strategy is going to be with my actual team.
Right. I've been slowly trying to hint to people like, get your keys because you don't want to go to anywhere else but like somewhere you need a key.
Literally, Michael's been saying I should go get keys. I should go get keys. I should go get ecumenical keys.
Yep.
Like trying to hint to people. But I've been forgetting that he's dropped the tile already.
Oh.
So I'm over here like, Michael, why would you need an ecumenical key? So he's like, because God Wars is on the board. I'm like, why would you spoil that? He's like, I did it 5 days ago. I'm like, oh.
I think Scape also forgot because there was a conversation of like, wait, why are you doing that? I'm like, we've leaked a tile, you dingbat.
So Scape and I are captains, right? I have tried not to pay attention to these boards before the last like 24 hours because I made all the tile specifications, all the drop spreadsheets for the moderators and the captains. Like I did all that. I took care of all that stuff myself. We still have to make the Dragon Cup one, which I'm excited for. The Dragon Cup is going to be hype. We can't talk about the Dragon Cup yet because when this episode goes live, we'll only be on the second board.
4 days away, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we still got some time for the Dragon Cup board.
Get pumped, gamers.
Oh, it's going to be so fun. It's going to be so hard, but it's going to be so fun. Like
You've already said too much.
I already have said too much. But this first board is going to be sick. I kind of want another unsired. The last time we held a TNL bingo in the spring, I got an unsired and I got an Abyssal Orphan pet. It was on like 212 KC. So I'm very excited to go back and try for another unsired. Although I am not due because I've had 3 unsireds in like 250 KC.
Oh,
so,
ooh,
yeah,
don't send Oxie.
I've been a little spooned, but I do want to go back and try another one. So I'll probably hunt for a Jad or an Abyssal Demon task. CBA with Cerberus, bro. If somebody else wants to take Cerb on my team, go for it, please. Because
I have like
CBA with
I have
Cerb.
I have 2 Cerberus kill count, so I at least want to get ranked during this bingo if I can. I know it takes a long time because Cerb tasks are very slow, but
I think you'll find 50 is going to go really quick. An entire task might take a while, but 50 will go pretty quick.
I just don't want to. I don't want to lock myself to doing one thing the entire 48 hours because the last bingo we had in the spring, my team just crushed it. And there was like very few things that left that like I felt comfortable doing. And so I think I did Seracnus like 3 or 4 days out of the 7 days, just trying to get a Seracnus unique. And it was very boring. So I'm not into this whole like, this is the tile I'm going to go for and I'm going to do it until I die. Like if I get 50 kills at Cerberus, I'm like, okay, let's move on to Abyssal Demons and try and get a unsired. Or Dragon Boots or Granite Boots.
I'm not excited for the Granite Boots or the Granite Sword tile. I've never seen either one of those drops from any Wyvern, and like, I don't care.
But you don't have to be on task to kill them, so that's the nice thing.
I know you don't, but like, and that's the beauty of a 48-hour board, right? The last time we held a bingo, my team also popped off, but my team also earned like 6 million Slayer XP because we could not get a superior Slayer unique until like 6 o'clock in the morning, the day the bingo ended.
Yeah.
So
isn't that what won the bingo for you guys?
No, what won the bingo was my clutch Godsword shard.
Oh.
That put us, because we needed Godsword shard 1 to complete a Godsword blade, and that put us 1 point ahead of your team, and that's how we beat you guys and took first place.
Classic.
That was the best example of an Oxie clutch drop I've ever seen in my entire life. I would love to see another Oxie clutch repeat, particularly on the Dragon Cup board, because any of those tiles on the Dragon Cup board are going to be hype. I don't care what the difficulty level of the tiles is, they're all going to be super hyped to get.
I'm looking at them right now, and it looks like it's going to be fun. Oh my
god. Ooh, I can't wait. The Dragon Cup board is when like the actual like bloodlust competition is going to come out. I'm so excited, dude.
Yeah, I told Jordy in our group chat, he's like, I really hope that I can participate because I'm a noob. I'm like, listen to me. Any of the first 3 boards, you're going to be able to do it. The only one that's like elite PVMer masterclass is Dragon Cup.
We have tiles on the Dragon Cup board that can be done by low-level players, and we did that on purpose. I know if you look at Michael, I know you're looking at the Dragon Cup board right now. There are a couple tiles on there where if
there are a couple, yeah.
Okay. So trust me, you don't need an Infernal Cape, you don't need max gear, you don't need to be the best PVMer in the clan to do things on the Dragon Cup.
It's true.
There's a strong chance if you have like 1400 total level, no quest cape, no fire cape, and your best in slot weapons a Dragon Scimitar, you probably won't be able to do a majority of the tiles on the Dragon Cup board. Yeah. However, you will be able to participate. Nobody is going to be dead weight on any board. And I think that's what I'm the most proud of from this bingo is like no single player on any board that we have is ever going to be considered dead weight. Every player will be able to do something on every single board.
Yeah.
And that's a promise from a moderator. But like seriously, that's why we designed it this way, like on purpose. I'm so excited.
Hey, if you're out there and you are not in TNL and you're in your own clan, whatever, and you guys are looking for a bingo event, hit us up and we'll send you these boards. It's pretty well balanced for a lot of skill totals, like Oxie just said. And you'll find that like I know this bingo hasn't started, but I can say confidently the last 4 days, I've had fun.
Oh, yeah. All right, hold on. It's noon. I have to send off. I have to send the announcement. I have to send the noon announcement with the first board.
Here we go. So
what we do is every year, an hour before the event starts, we post the first board. I don't want the edited details. We want a kissing heart emoji, and then we want kissing heart. What the f***?
Is this going in the podcast? Okay. Oxie's leaving it in. So while you're doing that, I'll talk to the people about some of the second board that I'm excited about since we're...
Please do.
So the second board... Oh, the first thing we didn't really touch on, but you guys saw it on screen. This is a Trailblazer bingo. I think we mentioned that in a last episode or whatever, but the first three regions were Mistlin, Asgarnia, and Karamja. This next board, we've got Kandrin, Fremennik, and the Desert. Arguably, if you played Trailblazer, that was an okay meta. The Desert was kind of meh, but anyway, the one that I'm probably most excited about, and you guys will see this board on the screen now, is... Actually, I don't know if I'm excited for any of these. I mean, I'm excited to maybe do some temporos because I want to do some fishing levels, but maybe DKs would be kind of fun to do. But we've got Chewed Bones, a Zenite, a Kraken unique is on there, which I'm not going back to Kraken. You can't make me.
Michael's going to get the Kraken. Oh, Michael already has a Kraken pet and he hates it.
Right? I have a completed Kraken log by like 600 KC or something. And I'm at almost, I'm at almost 1,000. So I may go back for a little while, but
I think that requires a task. 444.
Wow.
And I have over 1,000 KC. But, yeah, a lot of this middle board. So this middle board kind of reflects the regions that like it has. I'm excited for some of these. I don't have a Zenite on my collection log. All right, so here's a fun little thing that we did. I'm just gonna. I know it seems like an accident, but I like it, so I'm gonna spoil it.
Yeah.
Last night at about 1 a.m., I was texting the mods and I was like, all right, I'm gonna drop a tile teaser because these people have been chomping at the bit all day to get some information. So I accidentally in Bingo Gen chat sent a message that was like, yeah, dude, that sounds stacked. Honestly, I'm so glad most of the people on my team have Monkey Madness 2 done because y'all know I hate demonic gorillas.
Yeah.
And I thought people were going to put me on blast and be like, oh my God, demonic's confirmed. Like, Oxie, you moron. I can't. Like, oh, I was expecting. Not a single person said shit.
Nope.
It's been 12 hours and nobody has mentioned anything about the fact that a moderator slipped up in Bingo Gen chat. I'm a little disappointed in you all for your lack of hype, but Michael did bring up a good point that for the last like probably week and a half, we've just been lying through our teeth about everything and sometimes pretty poorly.
Yep.
So people kept saying like, "Oh, Jihad tile confirmed. Oh, Temporo's tile confirmed." And Michael and I are like, "What are you talking about? F you guys. There's no Jihad tile.
Can't confirm or deny."
Yeah, we can't confirm or deny any details. What?
Yeah, it's a classic case of we've said it so much that people can't trust it even when it's right, which is fine.
Yeah, so I accidentally, quote unquote, leaked information in Bingo Gen chat, but I did it too late, so not everyone was just simply desensitized to it. I feel like I need to get the Pharaoh's Scepter tile.
Oh, yeah.
Because my lazy ass needs to get Thieving XP. For the love of God, I need to get Thieving XP.
Right.
And the fact that I haven't been motivated I just, it needs to happen. Little lady, why are you by my surge protector?
Now that I'm looking at... Go ahead.
We have a friend. Hold
on. Uh-oh, she could turn off your computer.
Howdy, little lady.
Hey, B.
Are you excited for bingo? Yes.
So cute. She's excited, bro.
That's my, I swear to God, that's going to be my thumbnail picture this week, so it's going to be easy.
Mr. Blurry Man.
Blurry again?
Yes.
I blame the cat.
There we go.
Oh, now she's on my
totally
desk.
blame
Hello,
B.
lady.
So I'm looking at this board, and I'm the one who arranged them. So I've picked the point values for each of these, and I'm looking at it now, and I'm pretty sure Dragon Chain Body should have been 2 points, and like a Kraken Unique should have been 1 point.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. Well, we actually could change that. It's not live yet.
Yeah, we really could change it. It's not live. It really is not live yet. We can make whatever changes to this board we want.
If you're listening to this and you know that the Kraken Unique is now 1 point, you know that I messed up.
I thought about that last night because I was making all the tile specifications. I was like a madman sitting at my computer at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, receive a Dragon Chain Body from any of the following sources. And I was like Googling like where you get a D chain from.
Specifically also, in the region.
Yes. Well, the thing is, it's only in Kandarin or the desert that you can get a Dragon Chain Body, and both of those are the same. So all sources of the Dragon Chain Body are allowed, including a Barbarian Assault high gamble to get a Dragon Chain Body.
Oh my gosh.
If you hate yourself that much to high gamble for a Dragon Chain Body, good for you. That's all I gotta say.
In 48 hours, I don't think anybody is gonna want to do Barbarian Assault, much less waste their... I mean, I could waste my points, but like, hey, it's a pet chance, I guess.
I ain't wasting shit.
For 1 point. Ugh.
Yeah, I am not wasting shit for 1 point.
Man, my team chat is popping
even for
off.
2 points.
Ugh, I can't do this.
My team chat is absolutely dead right now.
Did you post your board in there?
I haven't, Michael. I haven't posted the goddamn thing in there. I have to pin it to everyone's boards. I'm recording an episode.
Oh, sorry guys. I'm multitasking here. So
yeah. And you know me, I never shut up. So it's hard for me to talk and do things in Discord at the same time. So yeah, I can't wait. I think the second board's gonna be fun. I think as far as fun tiles, the second board is our weakest board. But I think that'll be made up for by the board that will come out. Is it gonna be Thursday? So like this episode comes out on Wednesday, right?
Let me see. So
I think it'll come.
So the 21st dropped our second board. And then, Thursday. So tomorrow, if you're listening to this, the day it comes out, as you always do. I know you do. The 23rd is the day it comes out. Oh, so the 22nd is the day it comes out. The third board comes out on the 23rd at 5 p.m. UTC. So look for that tomorrow.
And that board's going to have a few different regions. We're not going to say which ones, but the astute player can probably figure out what's going to be on there.
Oxie, I think this is literally my favorite board that I'm most hyped for. So
I'm so, other than the Dragon Cup board, just because of the absolute sheer chaos that's going to erupt from it.
Yeah,
this is the third board is my favorite board. I think when Scape and I made this one, we spent the most time making it, and like, because he and I talked about it one day, like on his way home. We spent the most time working on this one. And we were the most excited for some of the things.
It's
like we were like, ooh, that's gonna be good. Ooh, we're gonna make him do this. Ooh,
right? Because what we did was we took regions and we split them up into three groups, and then just like scoured the internet for things that you can do in those regions.
Yeah.
And board number 3 has a really good pairing of some fun stuff that you can do. And if you're astute, like Oxie said, and you want to narrow it down, just by process of elimination, we've already talked through the first 6 regions. What 3 regions are left? Do the math in your head.
I feel like this is like a Dora the Explorer episode where we should be like, what 3 regions are left?
Oxie, do you want to leak one tile since it comes out tomorrow?
I think Scape is going to kill us if we leak a tile. I don't know.
Okay, well, we won't. We'll leak it live in TNL. How's that? In the Discord.
Don't promise people shit like that.
Come on. Sorry.
Don't promise people that kind of shit.
Okay, I'm not promising anybody anything.
Because generally speaking, when these episodes come out, I'm at work. So
right.
I listen to them. I'll listen to them like in between. Well, Wednesdays are my busy days, so like I'll listen to them in between appointments. On Thursdays usually, and
I will say,
like,
don't forget you're editing this week.
Oh, I know, Michael.
Okay.
I got the editing schedule. We're golden, baby. Other than the bingo shit and homework, I was up till 3:30 in the morning doing bingo things and homework yesterday because I wanted to wake up, record a podcast, and sit at my computer and play RuneScape all day long. I stayed awake writing a whole ass essay a day or before it was due, which isn't that impressive. I just wanted to play RuneScape. So I'm hyped. This is gonna be oh my god, this is gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
What's the first? All right. Before we go on to the next thing, what's the very first thing you think you're gonna go for on the first board?
Well, my team right now is talking about going to Zammy, so we're probably gonna try for a hilt or a weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't actually know who's online right now. I know Jamie said she's gonna be busy till like Sunday evening for me.
Oh damn.
And then I have not heard much from other people, but I have seen people who are on my team in VC right now. So I'll probably hop in and be like, "Hey, what's up?" Literally, one of the guys on my team is in a Chambers as Eric right now. He's streaming it.
Nice.
Good luck, King.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm excited to hop into VC right after we're done recording and just be like,
honest to God, dude, I cannot wait. I think my first one, I might go for the Unsired or the Cerberus Crystal just because I have High Slayer. We'll see. I know other people have High Slayer as well. We'll just sort of communicate. Again, I haven't got a chance to talk to my team.
Right.
This, but I'm so excited.
What was the other thing we wanted to talk about?
Dead Man mode.
Dead content mode. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the tournament happened this past Friday, I think. It happened on the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
And overall, sorry, I don't know what bee is attacking in my closet. Overall, I think the structure of it was better than in the past.
Yeah.
It's very organized. It was like the 1v1s were fun to watch. I did notice when people first popped in, they didn't have any items. Like, they just spawned them in with whatever they had in their inventory. So if you were skilling before the 1v1s, you went into the 1v1 like waiting room in like lumberjack with a rune axe.
Oh gosh, dude.
Like, you didn't. It was so weird.
No bank access or anything?
Well, they like hot fixed and they like put a bank in for people to get their things out and like deposit what was in their inventory, which was good. So that was very helpful that they allowed people to gear a little bit. And again, the 1v1s are fun to watch. Yeah. I love high level PKing. I thought the 1v1s I saw were very fun to watch. However,
right.
The servers got attacked during Dead Man mode again. And on the bright side, they actually were able to complete the tournament. In past years, asshole. In past years, my cat just jumped off my closet onto my desk.
I will say she made your camera not blurry anymore, so that's a good thing. It was blurry and then she jumped and now it's not, so we're good.
Wow, that's delightful. In past years when the servers have been attacked, the whole event just like stopped. The whole thing shuts down, and like I think the first year they did it, Mod Matt K is on record in an interview of being like, we just left and went to the pub. Like, we just left the office because we knew it was that bad.
Wow.
So I think overall, Jagex's security has improved a lot, and I think this event, structurally speaking, ran a lot better.
Yeah.
That said, the server attacks caused brutal lag.
Yeah.
Like, horrible lag. There was all sorts of other server issues too. Like, people were teleporting out mid-fight. People were dying of venom in the lobbies of the pregame thing and getting eliminated before their fights began.
So crazy.
Like, it was nuts.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of issues in that regard as to like, how that whole thing went down.
What boggles my mind, Oxie, is the fact that they beta tested this end fight for like a couple days. You know what I mean? Like, they had this open to work these issues out. I'm not trying to rag on Jagex. We can save that for the rest of the community to do. We're not here to put down Jagex, but like it's just kind of frustrating that even with all of the prep, it didn't pan out, and it's really sad.
Yeah, and I think that's a good word for it, is frustrating, because as a fan of PKing, I would have loved to watch. I was actually super busy, so I couldn't watch the whole thing, but it's frustrating that they did so much better with this one and still fell victim to like either a lot of the same problems or totally new problems that they didn't even anticipate happening. Like, you beta test it for a few days, which is good, but like you can't possibly detect every single outcome. And like some of the outcomes were just like not good.
Yeah.
Some were just not good. So yeah, frustrating is probably an accurate term. Just as frustrating as my cat trying to walk across my keyboard while I'm recording. Incoming tail in camera here. Do not attack the lamp, lady. Anyways,
this week special guest B.
Yeah. Deadman mode.
Just a head shake, man. Just a head shake. I'll say it like this. I'll say it like this. My expectations were so low for this finale that I wasn't surprised. Like, it didn't make me mad that all of this happened, because past finales have just been out of control in what's happening. Like, you had Wooks in the first final ever, Tick eating the fog. No one could have predicted that. You know what I mean? So like any finale that they do is just unpredictable. And when you have like IRL money to that scale for the prize, people will do malicious things to win it. If this was like, hey, you win and you get a year's worth of membership, it's a fun event at that point. But it's literally $32,000 went to the winning clan, because first and second place, they both like what was the clan? I don't know. We want to shout them out, but like they won first and second, and so they're going to split.
They were in the same clan.
Same clan, yes,
bruh.
It was Wolf and a low 9 or something. Yeah, the same clan.
Oh damn, dude. Which like in a lot of ways is cool. Like, could you imagine if me and you won Deadman mode? That'd be sick.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, like, never a good look. I think that is a big issue with Deadman mode, is because it's like server locked and it's not a closed thing. Like when you do esports tournaments, right? And like they're up there on the stage. I would assume that's a closed server.
You would
like,
think
people can't just like join in and spectate. But because RuneScape is a global thing, it's really difficult to close that down.
Right.
And like, hey, if I have no moral code and I know how to DDoS a server to potentially win like $20,000 as an OKPKer, that's sick. That is absolutely not what I'm accusing the winners of doing.
Right.
This is me here right now. I'm not accusing the winners of Deadman mode of doing that.
Right.
I'm just saying in general, if I could DDoS a server and I, again, had no moral code and was a shitty person, I would.
Right.
But I think that's where Deadman mode suffers, is that it's not a closed event. Like,
right, they're not inviting 2,000 people to Jagex Studios to play on an offline server, which arguably might be the play for next year. You know,
without COVID, I think if you did like a March Madness round of 64,
yeah,
IRL,
just have them like fly them out to London and have a bunch of computers all set up on a closed server. I think that's the only way that they can actually redeem Deadman mode in the future, is to stop the attacks on the servers and just have people come out in person. And that would actually be a freaking like live event, like hype. They're trying to make this an esports event.
Like during RuneFest.
Oh, dude, that would be cool.
Oh my god, the Friday night of RuneFest is the Deadman mode 2022 round of 64 final. Yeah. And it's 2 hours of just like the best PKers in the game going at it one-on-one. They're all up there on stage fighting each other at their computers on a closed offline server that cannot be attacked.
So cool.
Oh my god.
Then,
Deadman mode has just become the coolest event
I would watch
RuneScape has ever put on.
I would watch it.
Are you kidding me? I bought front row seats to that shit. That'd be so cool.
And then you have like whenever you have content creators streaming it, that's when it becomes like a community event. But then when somebody who's not a content creator and is just sitting in his, his house playing RuneScape alone, whatever, he or she, it just becomes like this person won, and you never hear a reaction. You don't see their face when they win. Like, it's just woo. But if you can watch them at their computer, like, you know what I mean? That's hype. Sorry, audio only. I just went, and you didn't see it again.
That sounds like a delightful thing. I mean, I wish Deadman mode would have gone a little bit better. I don't shame Jagex for it. Again, the whole LagX messed up Deadman mode. How the hell do you protect against that? How do you beta test 400,000 different options of what could happen?
Right.
There's ways to do it, I'm sure, but overall, from what I understand, this Deadman mode went a hell of a lot better than past Deadman modes, even if a lot of people got screwed with lag. Yeah. Which I think is not fair because you were competing for money.
Right.
So many streamers and content creators got hit. So many people. So that element is not fair. Compared to past years? I mean,
can you get DDoSed if you're on a VPN? Can you?
I don't know.
Because I don't know. I thought about that. I'm like, if you really didn't want to get hit with it, just pop open a VPN, but maybe not. At the time of recording, we haven't heard whether or not Jagex is going to retcon all of that, because they had an announcement. They're like, we're looking into it. We'll have an announcement on Monday. And that's tomorrow. So you guys have already seen it. It's already been announced what happens with that decision.
Mm-hmm.
So they may just redo the final 8 or something, or the final 64.
I don't know. Do you think they should redo it?
I didn't watch enough of it because I was at work. But to me, if you have a final 64 and these people have gone through, 4 or 5 rounds of fights,
I don't know if it was 64. It could have been way more than that. It could be the top 1,000 who had these issues, the top 2,000.
Whatever it is. You have people that spent, I think Oda Block, not to shout him out or anything, but he said he played for 3 weeks, 12 hours a day. That's a lot of time to just go out to a lag. So I think if they have the means to redo it and they can make it more secure, then go ahead. I'm cool with that. If everybody involved agrees to redo it, because you have to think about the winners. How we're sitting here now, having it been over the weekend, and they're like, I'm $20,000 richer. What am I going to buy? Maybe they already pre-ordered their Tesla, and now you're telling them, hey, we're redoing the fight. You didn't win. I'm sorry. That would suck.
And again, this is assuming we have full faith that these people won legitimately, right? We didn't see their fights, but we're not assuming they did anything malicious. We're not assuming they cheated. We're not assuming they DDoSed. Is it possible that they are where they are because other fighters who were potentially better lost because of lag? Possibly. But that doesn't matter. That's what happens in tournaments. How many times do you watch March Madness and the number 1 seed gets knocked out on a buzzer beater at the last second? It's not quite the same thing, but sometimes that's what happens in tournaments. I imagine that redoing the tournament, if I won, would be so frustrating.
Right, because then you're just giving up your chance at there's no guarantee you're going to win again. Literally absolutely no guarantee. Not. You're back to absolutely your odds not. Of it's 1 in 64 versus you have a guaranteed win. I harken back to the show Survivor a lot in my personal life because I love that show. It's if somebody wins immunity and it's the top 4 and they're guaranteed a spot in the top 4 and they give up that immunity. Well, now you're just back to a 1 in 4 shot and you're not guaranteed anything. If I had won this tournament and Jagex came to me and was like, we want to redo it. What do you think? I'd be like, Jagex, I'm keeping my 20K and you're putting 20K back up on the line. That's all that I'm going to agree to. Because I've already pre-ordered my Tesla, bro.
That's the budget that they have, and they may not be able to do that. So I don't know if they should redo it. I don't know if it's a good idea. It's a really tough spot. I genuinely don't know what the best move is there, but yeah, I don't know.
These are just our opinions. Please don't take this as anti-Jagex speak, because
it's never anti-Jagex.
No,
we'll criticize Jagex for sure, but we're not shitting on Jagex for ruining Deadman mode with the lag, because realistically it was not their fault.
Right. They did everything they could. Arguably,
and they still got attacked, which sucks.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. Congratulations to the winners of Dead Man Mode.
Hell yeah.
Genuine congratulations to the winners of Dead Man Mode. If we find out they didn't win, like, in a fair way, that's terrible that's on record. But again, we assume they did.
Right.
Like, they're in the same clan. That's hype.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder if they split it between everybody. Like, if there's, 100 people or whatever, 32K to split between everybody, or if it's just first and second. I don't know. That'd be interesting to find out. We never really know these things, though. But it's nearing the end of this segment, because if we want to stick to this being under an hour or close to an hour, we got to go to break. How do you feel about that, Oxie?
I feel great about that. So,
cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, journals of XP Waste, we will see you after this commercial break. It's not going to be a new commercial, but I have spent the last few days editing new commercials that Michael has heard, and I'm
October, baby, spooky month.
Can't wait for spooky season.
Yeah,
we will see you
both
after
of us.
the break.
Yeah, both of us.
So, you're out of work, and you're looking for a career that'll bring purpose, meaning, and value to your life. Well, look no further. We have the opportunity for you. Here at the Grand Exchange, the customer comes first. One of our regulars always shows up wearing what I assume is like 1,000-year-old armor. Andy has one of those abyssal demons following him around, so I'm pretty certain he just owns this place. Here at the Grand Exchange, you'll find working conditions that are second to none, with employee comfort being one of our highest priorities.
Who thought it was a good idea to give our uniforms long sleeves? It's the middle of July, there's no roof on this place. I'm sweating my balls off out here.
Here at the Grand Exchange, we strive to make each and every day worthwhile for our valued staff.
Kids these days have no respect. I've been working here for 54 years, and I've never once heard a thank you from any one of these adventurers.
Here at the Grand Exchange, we pride ourselves on our calm and comfortable working environment.
Yes, I'm sorry, what was the question? I couldn't hear you. There's too many people screaming. They shout the same things all day long. It's like they're robots or something. Is nobody going to do anything about this?
Here at the Grand Exchange, employee health and well-being are among our top priorities.
Oh my god, she wanted all of it. She wanted all 600 million gold pieces. Do you know how much that weighs? I can't feel my legs.
So come on down to the Grand Exchange and submit your application to become one of Gillenor's happiest and healthiest employees. We look forward to serving you while you serve Gillenor, here at the Grand Exchange. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that commercial, because I know that I sure did. This is the point in the show where we shout out all the lovely patrons. Remember what I said earlier about people joining the recording booth? This is your time in the spotlight. So, without further ado, a special shout out to Scape Caution, Hydraulic Monkey, Mac Ratinka Jones, Lord Jake, Pooper Cheeks, my own father, and not Michael's biological, but apparently Michael's podcast father, Jordy, Rune Riot, and of course, Spartan Fire. You guys are all fantastic, and your support is immense and immeasurable. It's measurable with a dollar. Whatever. We love it, and we love you guys. Within, I'd say, like a month or two, you should be starting to see what your money is going towards. We're saving up right now because Michael and I have some pretty big aspirations with what we're going to do with it. We've found some artists on Fiverr that we like for all of our different stuff. Our logo, maybe our intro music, maybe some, like, maybe a merch design. I don't know. Who said that? So there are things coming, but we're waiting for the monthly re-ups for that. And again, all the money pledged is going right back into the show. I can't wait.
money being pledged.
I was just say your postcards should be here
yeah.
soon, right?
They'll be in the mail. So I just ordered them last week. They should be coming to me soon. I'm hoping by the time this episode goes live, I'll have them in my hand, and then I'll start signing them, drawing on them, whatever. And then I'm going to mail them off to Oxie, and then Oxie will do his thing, and then we'll send them out.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the design. I was going to leak the design because we custom made postcards, baby.
We did custom make the postcards.
I was going to leak it, but I was like, no. You're going to see it when you see it. So if
we want to keep it a surprise.
If you pledged in the month of September, you're going to receive a postcard. So that's hype. I'm going to
month of August or month of September?
Sorry, the month of August. Yes, thank you, Oxie. I want to see if there's any other things we can do like that with Patreon. Like if, say we want to do it again, but like if you subscribe in the month of November, we'll send you a Christmas card or something for December. We might just do that. You know what I mean? Like we might just do that on our own. So check out the Patreon, patreon.com/xpwaste. So thank you so much, everyone who has supported us via Patreon.
Yeah, I think that was the smoothest Patreon shout out ever.
We're getting better.
That we really are. God, we are absolute professionals. So now that part is done, y'all know what time it is. It's fun question time.
Yeah.
This fun question comes to us.
Can I say the name
fan of the show? Sure.
Damn it, Hoskus.
Yes, that is who gave us this fun question. I read it and was like, "Oh, we're for sure using this one. This is a good fun question to have." However, this fun question was sent to us, I think 4 or 5 days ago in the XP Waste Fun Questions chat. I have not thought about this question once.
Nope, me either.
So even though it's not coming off the top of our heads, Michael and I have had as much time to think about it as we always do. So we're just going to wing it and we're going to see where it goes. I'm going to make Michael answer it first.
No!
So, Michael.
Crap.
Michael.
Oh, no.
If you could be a quest NPC in RuneScape, what kind of quest would you give out to adventurers?
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Off the top of my head, here we go, folks. Music is a big part of my life. I play many instruments. You'll see in the back of my screen here, I have a guitar. I have 2 guitars, whatever. I'm going to hang up on the wall. Anyway, there's not a major music-related quest in RuneScape. So I would love to have a quest where you meet me and I give you a quest to like smith me new strings for my lute or something. Like basically like my instrument is broken and you need to travel and get like an enchanted lyre. There is a lyre. It's called a lyre.
Yeah.
There's a lyre in one of the Fremennik quests, but yeah, I don't know. It'd be like a Foul of the Bard type thing. Olaf or whatever his name is. I wasn't given any time to prepare for this. It sounds really scuffed, but like it would be music related, and I would want you to go help me repair my instrument, and then we put on like a dope concert or something.
Okay. Would there be a quest line to this or no?
A quest line?
Yeah. Like, is there going to be a Grandmaster like rock and roll show? Like you're
in Gillinor?
You're
I don't know.
You're doing you're covering the Theater of Blood music with heavy metal at RuneFest in game.
Yeah,
and that's the Grandmaster quest.
The Grandmaster,
you have to like tap all the keys at the same time.
The Grandmaster quest could be that you have to assemble the orchestra that plays during the theater. Like, because in game lore, probably you have an orchestra that plays for Verzik. Wouldn't that be cool?
Gotta be. Oh my god, that'd be so. You have to find volunteers. You're like, all right, listen to me. I know this sounds a little bit messed up, but will you play the saxophone while this vampire woman literally tears people in half for others? And they're like, no. You're like, but wait, hear me out. There's a giant bat. That sounds cool, right? What are your thoughts on crabs? Well, okay. Small disclaimer, they're not crabs, they're spiders. But we really need your violin for the spider room.
Yeah, you're playing the violin and you're suddenly like behind you to your screams and the orchestra, like the conductor's like, keep going, keep going.
The conductor's got the best job of the whole thing because he doesn't have to face anything. The stringer's just like
limbs getting ripped apart.
watching the horror of Theater of Blood play out. Okay, that would be fun as hell.
Yeah.
That would be super cool.
But yeah, just music and music in general, I think is like we could expand on like an Olaf quest. He has a quest, but I don't think it's very much related to music. But you get the music cape arguably from him. But Phalo or Fallow, whatever, he could have a quest line.
Wait, Oh, is it Olaf the bard that gives the music cape, and then Phalo is the master clue? I was thinking of Olaf's quest like the Brian Rack guy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's been so long.
No, okay, yeah, no, right. I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, no, I had my NPCs. I had my Norse NPCs confused. But yeah, no, that'd be super cool.
What about you, Oxie? What are you thinking?
I think that I would be a field biologist, and I would call out adventurers to help me identify creatures in the wild. It'd be 3 quests. Again, literally just thought of this off the top of my head as you were talking. It'd be 3 quests long. The first quest would be like, there is no paleontological record of this world, so we're just gonna make one. It, let's do it. And you go out and you have to like identify 10 different species of monsters, kind of like Rag and Bone Man, but you don't really have to do anything. It's just like you take a journal and you like use it on the monsters, which is a little awkward because like, you know, you have to use a journal on like a troll.
Yeah.
Although the line is blurred when like cognitively sentient species are involved, like trolls and ogres, because they can talk to you and have conversations, but like a Hydra can't. So like, who knows?
Well, here, that would be cool, because I'm just thinking, like, cutscene wise, like, you have to interact with a bush, and then you go and you, like, peek through the bush, and you have to observe them in their natural habitat. And there's, like, a special vent in the Hydra layer where you crawl through, and you're, like, peeking through the vent to see the Hydra.
Well, I think that was going to be the second quest, which would be the Slayer Masters hear about it, and they're like, we actually kind of love this plan, because this is going to help us figure out, like, why these monsters reproduce so quickly, because I think that's the point of Slayer, is you're like culling the population. It's not, people always joke that it's just like this merciless bloodlust, but I think the point of Slayer is to like keep the population of creatures in check so they don't overrun. That said, when you get some tasks like men, that's just f***ed up, Turiel. Like, why dogs? Why would you do that?
Right,
that's horrible.
Ducks, man, come on.
Is ducks a Slayer
I don't know.
task?
It could be.
Oh my god. That'd be hysterical if it was. So the Slayer Masters hear about it and they're super interested and they're like, all right, cool. Like, we're going to help you with this. So then you start to get into more like dramatic Slayer creatures. Like, you have to have certain Slayer levels, only now you have to kill the monsters. So you have to have like, let's say you have to have like 85 Slayer, and you have to like, the big pinnacle of the quest is like you have to kill the Abyssal Sire, or like a quest Abyssal Sire, like with a Slayer Master, and then you like dissect it from there.
That would
be
the final
quest. The final quest is now the people at the Ferox Enclave, the researchers that are out there, have gotten word about what you're saying, and they have been in contact with different royalties throughout Gielinor, and they're going to do a full index of the creatures within the wilderness, and you discover a brand new wilderness boss that has not been ever detected before, and it's a new entry in the fossil record, and you unlock a new high-level wilderness boss.
Wow.
So you get a 6 story, and you get a quest-locked boss in the wilderness. So that's sick. And it could be really cool, too, because then you have to, like, then they're like, yeah, we know it's dangerous, but, like, we don't care. Go do it. And, like, you get to, oh, man, you could get to, like, try to document a revenant in this like record book.
Yeah,
like that'd be super cool. Pretty much I want to make a better Rag and Bone Man quest,
right,
where you have to interact with the wildlife, but it's not so goddamn tedious.
Right, you don't need like 30 inventory spaces just to complete the quest. I hate that quest, by the way.
Exactly. Just do it with one book, and like the first quest you just use the book on the monsters and you can get the log for it. The second quest is a little bit more complicated. Some of them you have to kill and like use their body parts on the book. So like, let's say you kill an aberrant specter, you get some like specter goop. You use the specter goop on the book, and then it's like, all right, cool, it's updated.
Yeah.
And then for the very end of that, you have to kill the Abyssal Sire. And then for the final quest, it's like, all right, we need you to document the monster, and then we need a corpse. Like, we need we need like a cadaver specimen. So you have to kill like 10 different monsters in the wilderness. Each of them will drop you like a cadaver, and you bring them back to the person.
Wow.
You don't have to prep them or anything. You just like, you know, you bring back a hobgoblin, a skeleton, a revenant, a dragon, you know, a Scorpia's offspring, like a really specific, like you have to kill one of the scorpions in there that follow her, because you have to figure out their like healing properties or whatever.
So this is like kind of inspired by Getting Ahead, where he's like, hey,
kind of,
this has been terrorizing me. Bring back the head, but it's a headless bear. Anyway.
Kind of, yeah. So it's
Getting Ahead is a prerequisite.
Yeah, that actually would be fun as hell if getting it. Dude, what would the requirements be for the final one?
Man.
Okay, is 90 Slayer a feasible requirement to make for a Grandmaster quest?
For a Grandmaster? I mean, we already have a Grandmaster quest that's 69 Slayer. So I don't think anything above 85, honestly. But you never know. I mean, 90 Slayer is not terrible to achieve, but I'm thinking about all these people trying to get their quest cape, and one of the highest stats is like base 70s, I think. So
I will say that would put a damper on the quest cape for a while.
Yes. And it would be, you would need to, I don't know, that we could get into a whole conversation of like buffing existing rewards, but like you would need to buff the quest cape to make it more worth it. Like give it another teleport somewhere. Because right now, yes, it's close to a fairy ring, but it becomes dead content once you get a fairy ring in your house.
Perhaps this is how you introduce the Grandmaster quest cape, where instead of like there's a quest cape, but then once you complete Monkey Madness 2, Dragon Slayer 2, Song of the Elves, A Kingdom Divided,
Oxie's quest,
what's the Sins of the Father, and My New Quest, or like whatever, not Sins of the Father, whatever the finale of the Marique storyline is going to be.
Right.
And then My Beautiful New Slayer quest. Then you get like the Grandmaster quest cape, which pretty much looks like a max cape variant of the quest cape. It's not going to function like a max cape.
Right. How do you think you would get it? Would you have to go to each individual NPC from each of those quests and show them your quest cape and be like, listen, I did this, and they sign off on you getting the Grandmaster quest cape or something?
I think you would. That would be fun to go for like a mini like bar crawl, almost like an Alfred Grimhand's bar crawl, and like get signatures from all these people. And it's like remember that time I killed Seren? Like that was like 5 years ago. Why are you asking me about this? Like I need you to sign this.
Sign
like,
it.
Right,
My
whatever,
report
dude.
card, Mom.
Okay.
I need to go to I want to go on a field trip.
That's what it feels like. I kind of feel like the wise old man would just know that you've done it, and you'd be like, "I'd like to talk to you about," and he's gonna be like, "The quest cape. I know what you've been up to. Here, take this."
Yeah,
like that's some creepy shit the wise old man would do.
The Grandmaster quest cape is a requirement for your quest. You have to have the Grandmaster quest cape. Wait, well, no, you get it after you do your quest. Anyway, the quest cape is a requirement. Wait, how'd that work?
I don't know about that being a requirement, but I think you would have to break it up where like you earn the quest cape from completing most of the quests, and then you can still have a quest cape, but you don't get the Grandmaster quest cape.
Right.
I think they have it in RS3 where you don't get the Grandmaster quest cape until you've completed every Grandmaster quest.
Gotcha.
Like all the ones we listed, RFD would probably be a good one to throw in there for a Grandmaster quest cape. Like there's so many things you could do, so many things you could add. It would allow people to like expand the stories that already exist. But I'm getting off topic. Let's talk about field monsters. That'd be a fun quest.
It would be hype. Mod Ed is the guy that does like all the cool lore quests, right? Mod Ed, if you're listening, literally free. Actually, no, this is not for you, sir.
I swear to God, if these J mods are listening, please.
Here's what you do.
Just hire us at this point. We'll do it for free, man.
For this quest, please do Oxie the service of flying him out to Jagex and working on this quest with him. Give him due credit. I want him to have this whole experience.
I don't need to be paid. I don't care about that. I just want to add new content to RuneScape.
Yeah, flesh it out with him. Get it in the game.
I'll do it for free.
That's awesome. That was a great question. Thank you, Dammit Hoskis, for that awesome question.
That was delightful. Thank you so much.
Even though I panicked, I still had fun with that one. If you want to contribute,
have a really good quest.
What was that?
Yeah, I think you have a really good quest.
Thank you.
In your thing.
Thank you. We could flesh it out more, but we're nearing the end of when we should be stopping because
Bingo starts at 17 minutes, baby.
Yeah. I did want to shout out the Fun Questions channel in TNL. So part of the Discord rewards that you get, apart from being a part of a really nice community of people, is if you're part of the Patreon, you have access to our exclusive TNL Discord channels. And the Fun Questions channel is one of them. So if you want to contribute to a fun question and possibly have us read it on the show, subscribe to the Patreon at any tier and post it in the Fun Questions Discord channel. If you have a fun question and you just want to send it to us, that also works. But this is a plug for Patreon, so don't at me. Actually, at me, because I want to be added. Anyway.
I should at Michael in Discord right now. Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. As always, y'all know the drill. Every link you could ever possibly need is going to be in the description or the show notes, either below me or above me. Wherever it is, it doesn't matter. You know where to find us. Go to Beanie's Customs and use code XPWaste for 10% off a hat. I've been saying it for weeks, and I feel like I've been lying because it's still really hot here in Michigan, but it's gonna get cold soon. That is a threat. The winter is coming. That is a threat. Go buy yourself a hat. Patreon.com/XPWaste, as Michael just said. I think what I want to do this week, Michael, is post some of this is going to be the cringiest thing I've said all week. The poggiest drops we get to Twitter and Instagram.
Okay.
Like, if somebody gets a 1KC Hunlift, for example, if Gauntlet is on the board, we have no idea. We'll put that up there and be like, yo, congratulations to so-and-so who pulled this massive drop on a low KC. Or congratulations to this team who's completed the board in record time. So we'll be posting a few updates here and there, or at least I want to. I always say I want to do these things, and then my week just gets horribly busy. So I don't think I missed anything. If you're new, we love you. If you're old, we love you. With that, journals, we'll see you next week.
He doesn't mean that. You're awesome. Journals. Anyway. Bye.